everyone, this is Lydia. I just love all of the great designs from Digital Gems, and Gemma recently released a card that with a few small changes can be cut with the Cricut Joy. The card is currently free on the Digital Gems site. After downloading the file, upload the file to Design Space like you normally would. Insert the image on the design screen. The card will need to be resized once it's brought onto the design screen. I'm making an A6 size, which is the largest size you can make with the Joy card mat. With all the layers selected, open the padlock and set the width to 6.25 and the height to 9 inches. Close the padlock. Don't worry about the yellow warning triangle, we'll deal with that in a minute. Now normally the card's orientation wouldn't matter, but since we're using the card mat, it does. You can rotate in the mat preview screen, but I think this is a little easier. Go to the rotate box and enter 270. Next, ungroup and click Contour with the blue layer selected. Since I'm using a piece of cardstock with the card mat that I cut on the paper trimmer, I need to hide the outside cut line of the card. Click the top rectangle image to do this. Click the X to go back to the design screen. Since the Cricut Joy doesn't score, the score line needs to be hidden. Cut a piece of cardstock to 6.25 by 9 with a paper trimmer. You can cut a 4.5-inch piece of glitter cardstock for the insert and leave the length since the Cricut Joy is going to cut it. I used my scoreboard to make a good score line. You don't need a scoring board to make this project, but it's nice to have. If you have a bone folder, that will help give you a crisp fold. When using the card mat, don't forget to take off the protective plastic. It's hard to see, and lots of folks have had cards sliding all over the mat because they haven't taken the plastic off. Set the plastic aside to put back on the mat after you are finished. Lift the top layer of the card mat gently and slide the card insert in. Make sure the top layer of edge of the mat is snug against the fold. Smooth the cardstock down on the mat to make sure it sticks well. I use a brayer. After hitting Make It, Design Space will ask you to choose if you want to use a mat, and if so, which one you'll use. This is a big difference from the Explorer and Maker machines. This project uses the regular mat and the cardstock mat, so I'll choose multiple ways. This means I will select if I'm using a mat and the type of mat for each layer that I'm cutting. Select On Mat for the card insert, which will be made out of glitter cardstock, and then On Card Mat for the card base. Now I can click Continue. On the Prepare screen, choose your material setting. I chose glitter cardstock for the first mat since that's the material I'm using for the card insert. When you put the mat up against the rollers, the mat will feed automatically. Design Space will prompt you to click Go. There are no buttons on the Cricut Joy, and this is a big change for those of us who are used to the Explorer series and the Explorer series and the Maker. For the card base, I chose the Insert card setting. I've been getting good results on the Cricut cardstock with that setting. I'll load the mat and click Go to cut. If this video has been helpful, please give me a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.